Hi, my name is Avon and I'm with Occupational Therapy. Can you verify your name for me?
Kathy Brown.
Awesome, it's nice to meet you, Kathy.
Nice to meet you.
Do you know what occupational therapy is?
Not very much about it.
So a general definition of it is we work with people to help them gain independence and be able to do the activities and the needed tasks that they need to do. Maybe they aren't able to do it anymore. Today is, for you, that's just going to look like doing an assessment to help us kind of identify those areas of difficulties and strengths so that we can better treat you and get you back to doing the things that you want to do. The assessment that we're doing today is called the KAWA Assessment. It's pretty easy. It's just drawing. It'll use a lot of creativity for you to just kind of put onto paper those aspects of your life that we're going to go through. So I have colored pencils here for you and paper, and I'm just going to ask you some questions and you can just kind of draw how you see those things, and I'll have some guiding questions to help you out. Okay. So what I want you to do first is you can use whatever colors you want, but I'm going to have you draw your life in the form of a river. So the river will represent your life, so you can draw that how you see fit. And while you're drawing it, I'll just have a few questions to ask you. So first, how do you see challenges in life?
Challenges to me are probably just circumstances and situations in life that you just have to pause and then figure out how to overcome, adjust, adapt to get through and continue on with what you were doing before the challenge came.
It's a good way to look at it. How do you typically cope with stress?
I probably tend to just get away by myself.
Okay.
I'm introverted, so I like to just have quiet and calm, and then maybe surround myself or reach out to a select few individuals in my life that I trust for guidance.
That makes sense. So kind of spending time by yourself or with the people that you're closest to. Do you have any special skills or abilities?
I am a teacher, so I guess I would consider that a skill or ability to be able to guide children in learning. So.
How about any activities that you're good at or enjoy doing?
I enjoy anything outdoors, really. Gardening, hiking, camping.
Okay. You do a lot of gardening at home?
Yeah.
All right, so you got your river drawn. The next step we're gonna do is kind of drawing how you feel like your river is flowing. So that's kind of how you see the pace of life. So if you see life moving fast or slow, you can do that by writing words. You can do rapids in the water, however you want to depict how you feel life is going right now. And if you don't mind sharing how you do feel it's going.
I'm putting a few rapids in. I think right now, at the season of life that I am in, my kids are older and growing and transitioning into different phases of life, so things seem to be moving kind of quickly as they head off into those different areas of life. So time is passing a lot faster right now. That
makes sense. So whenever you finish that part, we're going to move on to the walls and the bottom of the river, which is going to represent your environment and kind of your life socially, so your social life. A few questions to kind of help you. You can once again do words, you can do pictures, whatever you feel like represents this for you. But so we started with, if your life was a river, what does it look like? And you drew it like this. We described how your flow of the river is right now. So what are some things that you enjoy doing, and why do you enjoy doing them? These will be part of your environment and social, so you can write those.
I enjoy spending time with family.
Okay.
I enjoy being outdoors, doing outdoor activities. And I also enjoy just kind of sitting, relaxing,
Mhm.
reading, just in the quiet.
That's a good one. Have you experienced any significant changes in your life recently?
Probably health-wise, I've had some issues with wrist issues and hip issues
Okay.
that have come on within the last
So there's been
few
some
months.
pretty
Yeah.
significant changes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other environment or social factors that you feel play a role with kind of the flow of your life that you want to add on there?
I would probably look at my faith on there
Okay.
too.
Yeah, that's a big one. All right. And we're kind of going to go back to the hip and wrist issues that you spoke about to kind of lead us into our next section, which is the rocks in the river.
Okay.
And that's going to be the challenges or difficulties in your life. Sometimes those things can be hard to remove, just like rocks in the river. So if you want to draw in some of those rocks.
Okay.
So any difficulties you're having, what they are.
So just draw and then maybe label them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you can discuss them as you write them if you
Okay.
would like to.
So I just pretty much just put the hip issues and then the wrist.
Yeah. Are there any things that you would like to do but are unable to do because of the current situation?
Yeah, it limits what I can do. Not the necessary things in life, but the things that I enjoy
Mhm.
doing. It slows down my ability to get things
Okay.
done in the yard or the garden or when walking and hiking.
So like
and,
mobility.
Yeah, yeah. And probably, I mean, like it wakes me up at night
Okay,
sometimes
so
too.
sleep.
So
Yeah, that's a big
that would
thing.
be a
That kind of affects a lot of other areas as
factor.
well.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there anything about your life right now that you would like to change?
Just to get rid of the
Or
discomfort and the pain issues. Yeah.
That's understandable. So we kind of went through several things. A lot of them are stemming from the pain of those
Mhm.
hip and wrist issues, which is hard to deal with. Is there anything in particular which you're worried or unsure about that you would like to discuss or put down?
No, I don't think so. There's nothing that's really too much worry.
Just kind of dealing with those pain
Mhm.
issues.
Yeah.
The next thing we're gonna add in is driftwood. So
Okay.
these are your values, personality, and personal resources. So a good way to look at the driftwood is a way to push through the rocks. So as the driftwood is going through the river, it kind of pushes through the rocks and helps you overcome some of those challenges. So are there any personal traits or characteristics that you feel kind of help you push through those rocks?
Maybe personality issue or traits would be a kind of a persistence
Yeah.
to kind of
Yeah, that's
figure
a good
out
one to put.
different ways to overcome or accomplish the tasks that need to be done.
Yeah, persistence is a great personality trait to have.
And then as far as people in my life, family is
Yeah.
available to step in and help as needed. If there are things that I would like to get accomplished that I can't do on my own,
Yeah.
then I can call on them to help out.
Yeah, that's a good one too. It's good to have those people around us who would help us through those things. Any other skills, abilities, or maybe even experiences that are there to help you get through those hard things?
I would say too, probably looking at this, my faith, just
Okay.
being able to step back and kind of
Mm-hmm.
pray
Yeah,
for
faith is a good
healing
one.
and just for a clearer picture
Mhm.
of what to do.
Yeah,
So
it's a great one. You can add faith in there wherever you want. It's cool that our environment and our social life can also have a positive impact on getting through those rocks.
yeah.
So it also represents beliefs, values, and principles, which is kind of where you put faith at in there. Are there any other aspects of driftwood, or that represent driftwood that you want to add in there?
I think those are good.
Yeah, I think those are great too. So we're gonna kind of go back to our environment and social aspects, the edge of the river again, just to see if there's anything else we want to add to it after going through those center parts. So in your current living situation, is there any part of your home or outdoors or activities that kind of prevent you to be able to do those things?
Yeah, for sure. Well, indoors, stairs. Sometimes when I'm having the issues with my hip, it's a little bit more difficult to go up and down the stairs. And then we live in an area that's very hilly, and we have a large piece of land that I do my gardens on. So moving around and being able to work without slowing down.
So your outdoors is kind of a positive and a negative thing. So our environment and our social life can have positive and negative impacts on the things that we do. So yeah, the stair is definitely understandable with the hip pain, and then even working outside probably is hard on your wrist as well.
Yeah.
So all of these aspects kind of shape the flow of your life and are personal to you. So what we're going to do now is look back through those and kind of write them in a chart form just so it's easier to look at.
Okay.
And the goal of this chart is going to be so that we can better help you and treat you just for your unique needs and to help you get back to doing those things with less pain and with just have a better quality of life. So what were some of the rocks that you listed?
We had hip issues, wrist pain, and then sleep issues and mobility.
All right. And what about the driftwood, your personal assets?
I put down persistence, family, and faith.
Awesome. All right. And for your riverbed and river sides?
I had faith, relaxing, family time, and outdoors, hiking, camping, that kind of thing.
And then we did talk about how the outdoors was a negative and positive part of your environment. So I will add that as well. Put good and bad here next to your outdoors. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to add to this or for me to add on to the chart?
No, I think that hits the key ones.
All right, and like I said, we'll use this the goal of this is just to kind of help see what your life looks like in the areas that we can work on, but also the areas that are strong for you that we can kind of maintain. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't think so.
All right, well, I will see you next time.
Thank you.
Great job with your river. It looks great. I'm glad we were able to identify some of those areas that we can work on.